In a small, serene village nestled among misty mountains, there existed a unique tranquility that captivated all who visited. This village, known for its peaceful atmosphere, was the home of a wise Zen master and his devoted monks. Visitors often marveled at how the village seemed to hum with an unspoken harmony, where even the rustling of leaves and the flowing of the river seemed to whisper secrets of ancient wisdom. The power of silence was not merely a practice here. It was a way of life woven into the very fabric of their existence. The villagers lived simple lives, tending to their gardens and engaging in humble daily tasks, but their conversations were few and far between. They believed that true wisdom could be found in the quiet moments between words. The Zen master, known for his deep understanding of Buddhist teachings, often said that silence was the gateway to enlightenment. He taught his monks that silence allowed the mind to calm, the spirit to rejuvenate, and the soul to connect with the universal truths. One day, a curious traveler arrived in the village, eager to understand the secret behind the remarkable peace that enveloped the place. The traveler had heard tales of the Zen master and his monks, and his heart was filled with anticipation and skepticism. Upon arrival, he was welcomed with warm smiles and gentle nods, but no one spoke. The silence was both welcoming and unnerving. As the traveler settled into the village, he began to notice the subtle ways in which silence played a role in their lives. He observed the monks in their daily routines, gardening, meditating, and preparing meals, all performed with a quiet grace. The air was filled with the soft sounds of nature, but human voices were rare. Each action seemed to be performed with intention and mindfulness, as if the silence around them was a canvas on which their lives were painted. The Zen master eventually took the traveler on a walk through the village, showing him the beauty of the surrounding landscape and explaining the significance of their way of life. With each step, the traveler became more attuned to the delicate balance between silence and expression. He saw how the villagers used silence to listen more deeply, reflect more thoroughly, and connect more profoundly with one another and with themselves. In a quiet corner of the village, the Zen master and the traveler sat beside a tranquil pond, its surface as smooth as glass. The master began to share stories of his own journey toward understanding the power of silence. He spoke of how, in moments of silence, he had found answers to life's most profound questions and had developed a deeper sense of inner peace. The traveler listened intently, absorbing the Zen master's words and reflecting on his own experiences. He realized that silence was not merely the absence of noise, but a powerful tool for personal and spiritual growth. It was through silence that one could truly hear the whispers of the heart and the echoes of the soul. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the village, the traveler felt a profound shift within himself. He understood that silence had the power to transform not only the outer world but also the inner landscape of the mind and spirit. He thanked the Zen master for his wisdom and promised to carry the lessons of silence with him on his journey. The story of the silent village, its wise Zen master, and his devoted monks serves as a timeless reminder of the profound impact that silence can have on our lives. It teaches us that in the quiet moments, we can discover the deepest truths and connect with the essence of our being. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the power of silence, please like, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more stories that inspire and enlighten. Stay tuned for the next part of this journey into the power of silence, where we will explore how the Zen master's teachings influenced the lives of his monks and the village community. In the heart of the tranquil village, the Zen master's teachings were more than just lessons. They were a way of life. The master often gathered his monks in the serene courtyard of the monastery, where the only sounds were the rustling of bamboo and the occasional chirp of a bird. Here, surrounded by the gentle embrace of nature, the master imparted his wisdom on the power of silence and its role in achieving inner peace. One crisp morning, as the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of gold and pink, the Zen master addressed his monks. His voice was calm and measured, each word chosen with care. Silence, he said, is not merely the absence of sound. It is the presence of clarity. When we embrace silence, we open ourselves to the true nature of our minds and hearts. The monks listened attentively, their faces reflecting a deep sense of concentration. They understood that these moments of teaching were precious, offering insights that could guide them on their spiritual journeys. The master continued, explaining that silence allowed for self-reflection and a deeper understanding of one's thoughts and emotions. To illustrate his point, the master shared a story from his own life. He spoke of a time when he faced a difficult decision and was overwhelmed by the noise of his own thoughts and external pressures. In search of clarity, he retreated to a quiet grove and spent days in silence. It was in those moments of stillness that he discovered the answers he sought and gained a new perspective on his path. Inspired by the master's story, the monks began to incorporate periods of silence into their daily routines. They practiced mindful walking, meditated by the still waters of the village pond, and even engaged in silent conversations where gestures and expressions spoke louder than words. Each activity was designed to deepen their connection with the present moment and cultivate a sense of inner peace. The village itself was a reflection of these teachings. The simple act of tending to a garden or preparing a meal became a meditative practice, done with full presence and awareness. The monks moved through their tasks with grace, their actions synchronized with the rhythm of the natural world around them. As the days passed, the traveler observed the profound changes in the monks and the village. He saw how the practice of silence had not only enhanced their spiritual lives, but had also fostered a sense of harmony and community. The villagers communicated with a newfound depth, their interactions imbued with genuine understanding and compassion. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the traveler joined the monks for their evening meditation. The serene ambience, accompanied only by the soft sounds of nature, created an atmosphere of profound tranquility. The traveler felt a deep sense of connection, as if he were part of a greater whole. The Zen master, sitting in silent meditation, appeared to be in perfect harmony with the universe. His presence exuded a quiet strength, a testament to the power of the teachings he shared. The traveler marveled at how the master's wisdom had permeated every aspect of the village life, transforming not just individuals but the entire community. Reflecting on his experiences, the traveler realized that the true essence of the Zen master's lessons lay in the simplicity and profundity of silence. It was through these silent moments that one could achieve a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. The village, with its peaceful practices and profound teachings, stood as a living testament to the power of silence. As the traveler prepared to leave the village, he felt a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. The lessons he had learned from the Zen master and the monks would continue to guide him on his journey. He thanked the master for his invaluable teachings and promised to honor the power of silence in his own life. In the heart of the village, the monks' daily routines were a testament to their dedication to the teachings of their Zen master. Each practice was infused with a sense of mindfulness and reverence, turning even the most ordinary tasks into opportunities for spiritual growth. As the traveler continued his stay, he became increasingly intrigued by the ways in which silence shaped the monks' lives. Every morning, the village awakened to the gentle sound of a bell ringing through the misty air. This bell, struck softly, signaled the start of the monks' daily meditation practice. The monks would gather in the meditation hall, a serene space adorned with simple wooden benches and soft cushions. The room was hushed, the only sound being the rhythmic breathing of those seated in quiet contemplation. The traveler joined the monks in their morning meditation, finding the experience both calming and challenging. The silence within the hall was profound, allowing him to confront his own thoughts and inner noise. As he sat in stillness, he noticed how the practice of silence helped him become more aware of the subtle fluctuations of his mind, allowing him to cultivate a sense of inner calm. Following meditation, the monks engaged in a practice known as mindful work. Every action, from sweeping the courtyard to preparing meals, was performed with focused attention. The act of sweeping was not just a chore but a meditative practice, where each stroke of the broom was done with deliberate care and presence. The traveler observed how this approach to work brought a sense of purpose and tranquility to even the simplest tasks. One afternoon, the Zen master invited the traveler to join the monks in their garden. The garden was a peaceful sanctuary, filled with carefully tended plants and blooming flowers. Here, the monks practiced mindful gardening, attending to each plant with patience and respect. As they worked, they moved in harmony with the natural world, their actions reflecting the teachings of their master. The traveler marveled at how the monk's presence transformed the garden into a living meditation. Each interaction with the earth was a form of silent communication, where the gardener's intention flowed seamlessly into the growth of the plants. The practice of mindfulness extended beyond meditation, permeating every aspect of their lives. In the evenings, the monks would gather for a communal meal. The meals were simple yet nourishing, prepared with care and shared in silence. The traveler joined them, and he found that eating in silence allowed him to fully savor the flavors and appreciate the nourishment. The absence of conversation created a space for gratitude and reflection, enhancing the overall experience. Throughout his stay, the traveler witnessed how the monk's dedication to silence and mindfulness created a profound sense of unity within the community. The practice of silence fostered deeper connections among the monks and between the villagers, as they communicated through gestures and shared experiences rather than words. As the days passed, the traveler became more attuned to the rhythm of the village and the silent practices of the monks. He learned to appreciate the subtle beauty of silence and its ability to foster a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. The village, with its serene practices and mindful living, became a model of how silence can transform everyday life. Before he left, the Zen master shared one final piece of wisdom with the traveler. He explained that the true power of silence lies not in its absence but in its presence. Silence, when embraced fully, can reveal the essence of our being and connect us to the deeper truths of existence. The traveler thanked the master for this profound insight and promised to carry the lessons of silence with him. In the village where silence was cherished, relationships took on a unique and profound quality. The monks and villagers understood that their way of life was not merely about quietness, but about creating a deeper, more meaningful connection with others through the power of silence. As the traveler continued to explore, he observed how the practice of silence influenced their interactions and fostered a remarkable sense of harmony. One morning, the traveler visited the village marketplace, a modest area where the villagers gathered to exchange goods and share news. Unlike bustling markets elsewhere, this one was characterized by a gentle, respectful atmosphere. The transactions were conducted with minimal words, and the exchange of goods was often accompanied by warm smiles and meaningful glances. The traveler noticed how the villagers communicated with subtlety, their gestures and expressions conveying more than words ever could. In this environment, silence became a language of its own, allowing for genuine connections and an understanding that transcended verbal communication. The exchange was marked by a deep sense of respect and appreciation, reflecting the harmony that silence fostered. During his stay, the traveler also observed the monks interacting with each other in the monastery. Their conversations were brief and purposeful, often punctuated by long periods of reflective silence. This approach to communication allowed them to be fully present with one another, creating a bond that was both profound and sincere. One evening, the traveler joined the monks for a quiet walk through the village. As they strolled along the winding paths, they moved in companionable silence, their presence alone conveying a sense of unity. The traveler marveled at how the lack of words did not create distance, but rather drew them closer together, reinforcing their shared sense of purpose and connection. The Zen master explained that silence in relationships was not about avoiding communication but about creating space for deeper understanding. By allowing moments of silence to coexist with words, people could foster a sense of empathy and connection that was often lost in constant chatter. The master encouraged the traveler to embrace silence as a means to truly listen and engage with others on a more profound level. In the village, the practice of silent relationships extended to family life as well. The families lived in close quarters, and their interactions were marked by a harmonious blend of spoken and unspoken communication. The practice of mindfulness allowed family members to connect with each other in a way that was both nurturing and supportive, creating a home environment that was peaceful and loving. The traveler was struck by how the villagers' approach to relationships created a supportive and cohesive community. The emphasis on silence and mindfulness allowed them to navigate conflicts with grace and understanding, resolving differences through a combination of thoughtful conversation and reflective silence. As the traveler prepared to leave the village, he reflected on the profound impact that silence had on relationships. He realized that the power of silence was not just in its ability to create calm, but in its capacity to deepen connections and foster genuine understanding. The village, with its unique approach to relationships, stood as a testament to the transformative power of silence. In the tranquil village, the practice of silence extended beyond external interactions and into the depths of personal introspection. The monks understood that true growth and self-discovery required a quiet space where one could explore the inner landscape of the mind and spirit. As the traveler delved deeper into the life of the monastery, he witnessed how silence facilitated profound inner journeys and personal transformation. Each day began with a period of solitary meditation. The monks retreated to their individual meditation spaces, simple rooms adorned with minimalistic decor, where they would spend hours in quiet contemplation. The traveler observed how these moments of solitude allowed the monks to confront their innermost thoughts and emotions, leading to a deeper understanding of themselves. One particular monk, who had spent many years in the monastery, shared his personal journey with the traveler. He spoke of how, through prolonged periods of silence and meditation, he had come to terms with past regrets and embraced a sense of forgiveness. The monk described silence as a mirror that reflected not only his strengths, but also his vulnerabilities, allowing him to heal and grow. The Zen master often emphasized that silence was a powerful tool for self-exploration. He taught that by silencing the external noise, individuals could better hear the whispers of their own hearts. This practice of inward listening was crucial for personal growth, as it enabled one to align with their true self and uncover their deepest aspirations. The traveler was particularly moved by a ceremony held in the meditation hall, where monks gathered to celebrate the progress of their inner journeys. The ceremony was marked by a series of silent rituals, including the lighting of candles and the offering of flowers. Each gesture was a symbol of personal growth and enlightenment, expressed through the serene beauty of silence. In these ceremonies, the travelers witnessed how silence became a space for collective reflection and shared experiences. Despite the absence of words, there was a palpable sense of unity and understanding among the monks. The silent rituals created a powerful connection that transcended individual experiences, reinforcing the communal aspect of their inner journeys. The practice of silence also influenced the monks' approach to challenges and obstacles. The Zen master taught that adversity could be met with calm and composure through the practice of mindful silence. By embracing silence during difficult times, the monks were able to maintain a sense of inner peace and find clarity in the face of adversity. The traveler learned that the power of silence in personal growth lay in its ability to create a space for introspection and self-awareness. The monks' dedication to their inner journeys was a testament to how silence could transform one's understanding of themselves and their place in the world. As the traveler prepared to leave the village, he felt a profound sense of gratitude for the lessons he had learned. The experience had shown him that silence was not just a passive state, but an active practice of self-discovery and personal growth. The village, with its focus on silent introspection, had provided a powerful example of how silence could lead to deeper self-understanding and transformation. In the village, the profound relationship between silence and nature was a central aspect of the monks' lives. The Zen master taught that nature, in its purest form, was a reflection of the silent harmony of the universe. As the traveler explored this connection, he discovered how the monk's practices fostered a deep reverence for the natural world and created a harmonious balance between their inner and outer environments. One serene morning, the traveler accompanied the monks on their daily ritual of walking through the surrounding forest. The path was lined with ancient trees, their branches forming a natural canopy that filtered the sunlight into a soft, dappled glow. As they walked in silence, the traveler marveled at how the monks moved with a sense of purpose and tranquility, their steps in sync with the rhythm of the forest. The Zen master explained that walking in nature was a form of meditation, where the act of moving silently allowed one to become attuned to the subtle energies of the environment. By immersing themselves in the natural world, the monks could deepen their connection to the earth and gain insight into the interconnectedness of all living things. During the walk, the traveler noticed how the monks interacted with the forest with a sense of reverence and mindfulness. They observed the delicate patterns of leaves, the gentle flow of a nearby stream, and the occasional flutter of a bird's wings. Each element of nature was appreciated for its unique beauty and its role in the greater tapestry of life. The traveler also witnessed how the monks engaged in practices that nurtured the environment. They tended to the monastery's gardens with great care, ensuring that their actions contributed to the health and vitality of the land. The gardens were not only a source of sustenance but also a living testament to the harmony that could be achieved through mindful stewardship. One afternoon, the Zen master took the traveler to a secluded spot by a crystal-clear pond. The pond was surrounded by lush greenery, and the air was filled with the gentle hum of insects and the occasional splash of fish. The master spoke of the pond as a metaphor for the mind, where stillness and clarity could be achieved through the practice of silence. As the traveler sat by the pond, he felt a profound sense of peace. The silence of the setting allowed him to reflect on the interconnectedness of nature and the importance of preserving its harmony. The experience reinforced the idea that silence and nature were intertwined, each enhancing the beauty and serenity of the other. The Zen master's teachings extended to the way the monks approached environmental challenges. They practiced mindful living by reducing waste, conserving resources, and living in harmony with the land. The principles of silence and mindfulness guided their actions, creating a sustainable and respectful relationship with the natural world. The traveler observed that this harmonious approach to nature was not just a set of practices but a way of life that reflected the deeper values of the village. The monks' respect for nature and their commitment to environmental stewardship were expressions of their understanding of the interconnectedness of all existence. As the traveler prepared to depart, he felt a renewed appreciation for the relationship between silence and nature. The experience had shown him how silence could enhance one's connection to the environment and foster a sense of harmony with the world. The village, with its reverence for nature and mindful practices, stood as a testament to the transformative power of silence in creating a balanced and harmonious existence. In the village, daily rituals were deeply intertwined with the practice of silence. These rituals, performed with reverence and precision, were more than mere routines. They were expressions of devotion and a means of connecting with the spiritual essence of the universe. As the traveler immersed himself in these sacred practices, he discovered how silence played a crucial role in deepening the monk's spiritual experience. Each day at dawn, the monastery's bell rang to signal the beginning of a series of rituals that framed the monks' daily lives. The bell's resonant tone, while brief, was a call to mindful presence. The monks would gather in the main hall, their movements deliberate and serene as they prepared for the day's ceremonies. One of the most significant rituals was the morning chant, where the monks would gather to recite ancient sutras. The chants were performed in harmonious, rhythmic tones, creating a meditative atmosphere that enveloped the hall. The traveler observed how the chants, though vocal, were accompanied by moments of deep silence, allowing the monks to internalize the meanings of the words and connect with their spiritual significance. Following the morning chant, the monks engaged in a practice known as the offering of the light. In this ritual, they lit candles and placed them before the altar, symbolizing the illumination of wisdom and the dispelling of ignorance. The act of lighting the candles was performed in silence, with each monk holding the flame as a sacred gesture of devotion and enlightenment. The Zen master explained that rituals were not merely ceremonial, but served as opportunities for spiritual reflection and alignment. Silence played a critical role in these practices, providing a space for contemplation and a means to deepen one's connection with the divine. The ritualistic silence allowed the monks to engage fully with their spiritual intentions and enhance their sense of inner harmony. During the evening, the monks performed a ritual known as the peaceful reflection. This ceremony involved sitting in a circle, silently reflecting on the events of the day and expressing gratitude for the lessons learned. The traveler participated in this ritual, finding that the shared silence fostered a sense of collective peace and unity among the monks. One night, the Zen master invited the traveler to witness a special ritual held under the full moon. The monks gathered in the courtyard, where they performed a silent dance, moving gracefully in the moonlight. The dance was a form of silent expression, where each movement conveyed a deep sense of reverence and connection with the cosmos. The traveler was captivated by the beauty of the moonlit dance. The silence of the night, combined with the fluidity of the monks' movements, created a profound sense of tranquility and spiritual elevation. The ritual demonstrated how silence and movement could coexist, each enhancing the other to create a powerful expression of devotion. The Zen master emphasized that the rituals of silent devotion were a means to cultivate mindfulness and deepen one's spiritual practice. By integrating silence into their daily routines, the monks were able to create a sacred space where their spiritual aspirations could flourish and where they could remain attuned to their inner selves. As the traveler prepared to leave, he reflected on the impact of the silent rituals he had witnessed. He realized that these practices were not just about observing tradition, but about creating a living expression of faith and spiritual connection. The village, with its rituals of silent devotion, stood as a testament to the profound impact of silence on spiritual growth and understanding. As the traveler's time in the village drew to a close, he observed how the practice of silence extended to the monks' interactions with visitors and their role as spiritual guides. The Zen master and his disciples embodied a unique approach to teaching and mentoring, where silence played a crucial role in imparting wisdom and offering guidance. This final part of the journey revealed the profound impact of silent mentorship on both the guides and those seeking enlightenment. One afternoon, the traveler witnessed a group of seekers arriving at the monastery. They came with questions and concerns, seeking the guidance of the Zen master. The monks welcomed them with serene composure, leading them to a tranquil garden where they would engage in a session of silent reflection before beginning their discussions. The Zen master greeted the seekers with a warm, yet silent presence. Instead of immediately engaging in conversation, he encouraged them to spend time in quiet contemplation amidst the serene surroundings. The traveler observed how this period of silence allowed the seekers to center themselves and become open to receiving the wisdom that would follow. As the seekers settled into their silent reflection, the Zen master and his disciples moved among them with gentle, unobtrusive presence. They offered subtle gestures of reassurance and support, creating a space where the seekers could connect with their inner selves and gain clarity on their questions. This nonverbal guidance was a powerful reminder of the depth of understanding that could be conveyed through silence. When the time for dialogue arrived, the Zen master spoke with measured, thoughtful words, each sentence carefully chosen to convey profound truths. The conversations were characterized by moments of silence, allowing both the master and the seekers to reflect on the insights shared. The traveler noted how the integration of silence into the discussions led to deeper comprehension and a more profound sense of connection. One evening, the Zen master held a private audience with the traveler. Instead of a traditional conversation, the meeting began with a period of shared silence. The master and the traveler sat together in a quiet room, each reflecting on their experiences and thoughts. This approach created an atmosphere of mutual respect and allowed the traveler to absorb the master's presence in a way that transcended words. The Zen master explained that silent guidance was an art form that required deep awareness and empathy. By allowing silence to play a role in teaching and mentoring, spiritual guides could offer a space for individuals to explore their own insights and truths. This approach fostered a sense of self-reliance and inner clarity, empowering seekers to find their own path. The traveler was deeply moved by the experience of silent guidance. He realized that the power of silence was not just in its ability to create space for reflection, but in its capacity to enhance the quality of interaction between guides and seekers. The monk's approach to mentorship exemplified how silence could foster a deeper, more meaningful connection and facilitate personal growth. As the traveler prepared to depart, he felt a profound sense of gratitude for the lessons learned during his time in the village. The practice of silence, woven into every aspect of life, had revealed its transformative power in fostering spiritual growth, enhancing relationships, and deepening one's connection with the world. If this exploration of the art of silent guidance has inspired you, please like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to Wisdom Woven to continue uncovering the transformative power of silence and to explore more stories that enlighten and uplift. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we hope to see you in future stories that delve into the profound wisdom of silence.